Hello, everybody. I'm Gianluca, and this is my first review, so I've never done a review before. But I really wanted to do this because it was something really important to me, and was a pretty long time of my life because it was one whole year, and so I'm gonna try to be as short as I can. Um, First thing first, I already apologize for all my mistakes that I'm gonna do in this video, but as you can see, I'm not English, so it's not my first language. So, um I want to tell you something about the International Cultural Program in Walt Disney World. I did this program from November 2012 to October 2013. So 1 year, pretty much. And with this video, I would like to do something that um, something for help people to decide if you want to do it or you don't want to do it, because not everything is gold. Walt Disney World is not as magic as you can, as you think, and so I want. I mean, when I left to go to Florida, I wanted to find a video like that, a video like the video that I'm doing right now, a video that explains me what is good and what is not about this problem. So I'm gonna try to be as short as I can. I don't want to bother anyone and I don't want to be annoying. So first difference that you are going to find in every pavilion you are going to work. Um, of course, if you're looking at this video, you are from Norway, from Italy, from England, from Canada, or from Mexico, from one of those pavilions who are present in Epcot, one of the parks in Orlando, Florida. Then, the first big choice that you have to do is decide if you want to do food and beverage or merchandise. Uh, you gotta know this first. First of all, if you're going to work in food and beverage, you are going to be rich. Or anyway, uh, you're going to earn pretty good money. But usually the people from the food and beverage doesn't they don't travel a lot during the year because they don't have time, because it's pretty hard to switch days with your coworkers and stuff like that. Uh, but if you're going to work in the merchandise, you're going to work in the shop. It's gonna be a way easier to work to um, to swap, to trade your shift, and this difference is very important in Italy, mostly because in the Italian pavilion the restaurant is managed by uh, patina, if I don't go wrong, which is a patina or whatever, and is a external company that works inside. So you are kind of participant. You're not gonna work uh, in Disney for Disney. So you're gonna be under the patina rules. So food and beverage, you're gonna be rich. Merchandise, you're gonna be poor. Mostly in Italy, merchandise you're gonna travel a lot because it's gonna be easier to trade your shift. Food and beverage, no, it's not gonna be that easy. Maybe I don't know. Maybe in Germany, the restaurant in Germany is handled by Disney, so it's gonna be easy as well to trade the shift. But I cannot promise that. So um, my feedback. My feedback about this program is it was super important to me. It was super cool, and I really enjoyed my life. And I think it definitely changed my life. Um, I'm if I could go back in time, I would do it again, and that's important. And it was not that easy. Disney is magical just for the guest, not for the people who works in. Um, it's pretty hard to work in Disney. In my opinion, to me, it's a shitty company. Uh, and I don't like the rules, and I'm gonna explain you better this. Um, One thing that you're gonna know, that you have to know, one thing that you have to know is that you're going to live in Disney properties, like Commons, Patterson, Chatham Square, or Eastway. Those properties are under the control of a security agency, who is not just, I mean, the main goal of the agency company is not just taking care of the security. It's very important for them try to make your life as hard as they can. That's definitely very annoying. I have so many friends, and trust me, so many that got fired by the security, by the housing, not by Disney. It was hard to stay in Disney without get fired. It was even harder to stay at home without get fired. So that's important. And if you're going to Google, or you're going to search on YouTube some videos about commons parties, stuff like that, are the parties that were used to be in those properties. But now it's not like that anymore, because the security agency, the company, the housing complex changed. And since, I believe, September 2012, so right before I started my program. After that time, everything changed. The security were and is actually super straight. Uh, they really are stupid, in my opinion, and in the opinion of everyone who's there. The security is just made by frustrated people who are not able to pass the test to get in the police, probably, and they are so frustrated that they want just to ruin your experience. So that's important. uh, there are not gonna be parties every night, and no, after parties, no, not at all. It's very easy to get fired. A friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, got fired because she had a kind of argue. I mean, it's not a argue. She answered to the security. You cannot answer. You gotta say just yes. So it's not military, of course, but they are super straight. Like, I got a warning because a friend of mine was with me, and we were walking from inside the property, and it was after 1 a.m. and she was from another property, and the rule say that you cannot stay in another property that is not yours after 1 p.m. after 1 a.m. And she was with me, so we got stopped by the security, and they, long story short, they gave me and her, they gave us a warning. So after the second warning, you are fired or something like that. And of course, if you are from another country, if you're fired, you have just 48 hours to be in your country. But details. So anyway, the security is very important. You really don't underrate this thing. It's very important. The security is the thing that changed completely the experience in Disney. Because before, the people were used to go there, even though the word sucks, they were used to go there because of the parties, because of enjoy the time, and the free time that they had, not the work time, of course. But it's not anymore like that. Keep in mind. Then, um, just why I said that Disney is a shitty company. My roommate, he got fired because he broke his wrist. I mean, he broke his wrist. There's something wrong with that. I don't know how it works with other country in other countries, but in Italy, if you have a job and if you broke your wrist because you just tripped on the stairs, you are not get fired. Of course, for Disney, yes. And they fired him, and they said, since you cannot work anymore, since you have to do rehabilitation, and you have to recover from your injury, you cannot work anymore. It was just to work in the attractions, which is pretty much the same thing that works in the merchandise. And they said, you cannot work anymore, so I'm sorry, go back in Norway. So he got 48 hours to have his flight to get home. I'm gonna leave to you the opinions about that. I already had mine, and it's pretty easy to me to have an opinion of that. Go ahead. It was very important. For example, in Disney is like huge company. You're gonna be just a number, just someone who works over there. I'm not gonna be Gianluca, and you are not gonna be you. You're gonna be just a number, just someone who is rated a little bit more than a shit, and someone who doesn't count that much. For example, we were working in our pavilion without AC, which is because the AC was broken down, and it doesn't look that great. Uh, but the thing is, try to work in Florida during the summer. Uh, in Celsius, there were about 40 degrees. And of course, you wear a costume, a typical costume of your country. And the Italian one is pretty awful, but anyway, another story. So since you have to dress your costume, doesn't matter what, no matter what, you have to have your costume. Uh, there are 40 degrees inside your shop without hair. You cannot even breathe, uh, because the humidity is very high in Florida. So during the summer, it's gonna be pretty high temperature with super high humidity in the air. During the winter, the temperature is very unstable. So one day you can find like 5 degrees, the day after you can find 25. And I'm not joking. I was like to the pool, uh, like in December or something like that, and the 2 days after I was wearing a coat. So also this you'll have to know also about that. What else? Our AC system broke down, and they had to replace it. But of course, they didn't care at all. They didn't care about us, even though the guests that were coming in our pavilion were complaining about that. Like, how the hell you can work in this kind of environment, and go to the guest relation and tell them that that's not the way it's supposed to be. We cannot do anything more. I had a friend of mine who failed, like boom, while he was working because of the high temperature. We were not able to breathe, uh, and the situation stayed like that for more than 2 months. And they give us a fan in the shop for try to cool us down. A fan? No, it's not gonna help. Um, what else? Um, I had a problem with the security. Always try to be as objective as I can. I had a problem because my roommate was an animal. Like, he was used to take the clothes off dirty and put it with the clean clothes and put them together, and in the morning just smell the socks for understand if they were the clean or not enough clean. But anyway, a mess. It was super dirty. It was American, and I went to the housing to complain about that, like saying, guys, this man doesn't wash anything at all, like in the kitchen, and there were like 1,000 billion dishes on the sink. It was driving me crazy because if you have to work, uh, you cannot every time wash someone else's stuff. You have to do it for yourself, cook for yourself, try to be as quick as I can, as you can, and I mean, man, no one wants to clean some other's shit. I don't want to do it. So I went to complain, but I didn't think that the guy was American, and of course, the security and the housing management, uh, they decided to don't care. And it was like that for 3 times. The third time that I went to complain, um, I mean, an Italian guy that was complaining about the mess left by an American guy, and they were just not taking care. And the third time I went, um, they said, "Okay, so we're gonna take a look on it." So they sent a kind of letter to him, like, "We have to have a meeting with you," blah blah blah. So he had a meeting right the day after, and in this meeting he said that I treated him like, "I'm gonna kill you if you're not gonna do that," and this and that. And of course, they trusted him. They didn't think that probably he said that just because without a reason. Uh, they said that because they trust that because I don't know, probably because just it was American. But it's not. I mean, it's not as stupid as it seems because they thought I was dangerous. They thought I was supposed to get fired. So I got a warning for that. But before that, they put me in kind of quarantine in apartment just on my own because they were afraid that I could do anything to my roommates. I said to them, "Don't you think that probably he said that because I complained about him?" They said, "That's not the story. You cannot treat people." I didn't do anything at all, but uh, okay, guys. Uh, this video was supposed to be shorter than that. I'm gonna try to say everything it's really important. So the work sucks. It's very bad. You're gonna be super poor. Like my wage was $8 per hour, and rent is pretty expensive. It is about $100 per week. And you're going to share your room with someone else if you're lucky, with someone who is um, a human being. If you're not, you're going to share that um, with a monkey like me. Uh, what else? The security sucks, so be careful. If you want to do this, just don't make mess. Just if you want to do mess, don't try to do that in front of the security. They're going to stop you, whatever you do. Uh, you cannot do that. What else? The apartment is very old, like super old. It smells pretty bad too, and it's not all about parties. And so some of you can say, "But you said that you enjoyed your time." Yes, I did, but for the people I met, not for what I did. So I met great people, um, co-workers, people that I was used to hang out with. Uh, so the people made my experience, not Disney. Disney is not magic. It's nothing about the magic. Um, what else? If you have any comment, if you have any question, just try to write it in the comments right below me. And I try to be as clear and as objective as I can. I hope I didn't do too many mistakes, and at least the video is kind of understandable. Um, Good experience. I traveled a lot. Work sucks. You're paid like shit. So many people are going to get fired. So many people. Trust me. At least I met one guy every week who got fired. Just me. Just people I met. So probably even more people they got fired here. Um, so easy to get fired. Minimum wage, ridiculous minimum wage, ridiculous work, ridiculous costume. If you are a Disney freak, please don't comment that. I mean, I don't need you to tell me anything about Disney's magic, or don't do that. I did it. I know Disney. I know what work for Disney in Disney. What does it means? And it's nothing about magic. Enjoy, guys.